Brian, guess where I went?
I'd say Trader Joe's.
Welcome to Krocks in the Kitchen.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Jessica. Oh, this is my video. So today, well, yesterday, I went to Trader Joe's and what?
Just you.
Yesterday I went to Trader Joe's and I picked up some stuff that I hadn't really seen before. And I was like, hey, let's just do a little video where we just sample some things and try them out. Because I always like to keep up with the new things that they have going on there. Because they always have such fun stuff.
Yeah.
But
so would you say that this is the Krocks Try Trader Joe's stuff?
maybe. The first thing, let's just get right into it.
Yeah, let's just go for it. Why not?
Go for it. So the first thing is something I've been looking for a while that they've never had at Trader Joe's, at our Trader Joe's, but everybody else across the country is like, oh, you gotta check out these Jicama Wraps. So they are literally just Jicama Wraps. They are wraps made from jicama. Now, there is nothing else in there. There's no other ingredient. The only ingredient is jicama. There are 6 servings per containers. A serving size is 2 wraps, so that's 12 total, if you can do the math.
Yep.
And there are 15 calories per 2 wrap serving, so basically nothing. The only ingredient, like I said, is jicama. It says, native to Mexico and South America, jicama has been a staple in certain cuisines for centuries. Texturally, this tuber?
Yeah, tuber.
What's a tuber?
Like a potato.
A potato is a tuber?
Yeah.
This tuber resembles a crunchy cross between a water chestnut and an apple. And I love water chestnuts.
And you love apples.
And I love apples. Jicama is mild and neutral, which is exactly what makes Trader Joe's Jicama Wraps an ideal tortilla alternative. Taco Tuesday or Taco Wednesday, Taco Thursday, Taco Friday is calling. Ready to eat, enjoy fresh, or as part of your favorite recipe. It says wraps and sandwiches, tacos, and quesadillas. They said they're best by 9/25/20, and I bought these yesterday, and that was the 18th, so not a long shelf life on these.
Yeah.
It does say keep them refrigerated, but other than that, I'm going to eat it, and I'm sure it will taste like jicama.
Yep.
Yep.
Very neutral in flavor, not very sweet, but crunchy.
Now, we have actually had jicama used as a little taco shell before, now haven't we?
Yes, we have. At some places that we've been to.
No, one in particular.
Where's that?
Vicia?
Oh yes, Vicia here in St. Louis. They are a vegetable-forward, high-end dining experience, and we like to go there for very, very special occasions because it's kind of expensive for what we do. And we don't even drink wine or anything, and that would add on a whole other host of money that we'd have to pay. But we did make some tacos,
yes.
And we have this right here, which is actually just a collection of zucchini, carrot, some corn, and some white onion or yellow onion, and then just mixed in with
freshly cracked pepper.
Freshly cracked pepper, and then mixed in with another thing that we picked up from
This
Trader
is a
Joe's.
little bonus.
The spicy cashew butter dressing.
Yes. That has what? 2 tablespoons is 40 calories. Read the ingredient list on there.
Ingredients are water, cashew butter, lime juice, ginger puree, organic coconut aminos, let's see, cilantro, red chili paste, a little bit of maple syrup, a little bit of sea salt, and some xanthan gum and some crushed red pepper.
So no oil, that's the important part.
No,
other than like the natural oils in the cashew nuts. Yes, we know nuts have oil, but no like olive oil, none of that kind of stuff added. So I picked this up a while ago actually.
Yep, and it's fairly low in sodium as well. So if you don't have any of your kind of salad dressings that you make or anything like that, this may be a go-to for maybe if you just don't have anything on hand, or you're maybe traveling or something like that and you want something good.
I want to try this little thing that you've put together. So
go ahead.
Here, actually, you grab one.
I'll hold.
Oh, you grab one, take it, and then I'll eat over this, and you can just get messy.
I'll just be messy then.
Because you're always messy anyway.
Oh yeah. It's definitely got some spice to it with that spicy cashew butter.
The jicama definitely serves its purpose. It's definitely a nice little taco shell.
Mm-hmm. It's good and crunchy. And everything else is just really good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's got that nice crisp, like snap that you would want.
And the vegetables in there are even like really good, especially with that spicy cashew butter. All in all, that's a great little thing. I just tossed that together. Like that's not even a recipe.
Yeah, it would be good with like some of our refried pinto beans that we make. Like just put those in there. Just like tacos, anything you would put in a taco. So, do you want to know the cost?
Yes, go through it. What is it?
My paper is way yonder, and my handwriting on that paper is not very good. They were $4.49 for a pack of 12.
Gotcha.
So
That's a bit on the pricier
a
side.
little pricey, but I think it's just one of those, you want to have a nice little meal and want to do something a little different. It's not something that I would buy like on a regular basis necessarily.
No, but if you really wanted some like jicama tacos and wanted to go to town that way, I mean, that's
If you were like, hey, I want jicama tacos.
yeah, I mean,
I think it's something you should try once at least,
Yeah, and I mean, it's definitely not something that would be like, because obviously you can't get it all the time anyway, but it's definitely something that would be really, really nice to try. Especially like, I mean, like with these veggies, I literally just threw that together. I'd love to actually have it with some real sort of taco stuff or maybe some fajita type things or something.
I think with the rest of these, we could do like soy curls, or we could do maybe some of the refried beans, maybe some like taco meat with like cauliflower or something like that. Nice little riced cauliflower taco meat kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
There's so many things we could do with those.
It's got a bunch of different things you can use it for, yes.
But I'm ready for dessert.
Let's go to the next thing.
So the next thing is the Trader Joe's This Coconut Brings Chocolate on a Date bars. So I don't know if you guys have had peanuts go on a date bar. So
Yes.
it's like those are literally, I think, just peanuts and dates. Like just like that's it. These actually have 5 ingredients. They have dates, almond butter, coconut, unsweetened chocolate, and cocoa powder. So here, I've got little samples already
little samples.
ready, but I'm gonna remove, that was my secret I was hiding. Okay, so it says, first dates can be a disaster, but Trader Joe's matchmaking skills are second to none. When we introduced a handful of coconut flakes to a heaping helping of unsweetened chocolate chunks, sparks flew instantly. We knew we set them up on a date with a dollop of date paste, that is. With almond butter acting as wingman and cocoa powder playing chaperone, their romance was sealed. Right into the very bar you have before you. Sink your teeth into one of these charmingly chewy bars and swoon for yourself. They're so creative with their packaging.
Of course they are.
So one bar, which is that size, is 170 calories. So a little bit calorie dense, but anytime you get into like a bar that has a lot of dates in it, you're gonna get more calorie dense. You get 5 of the bars in their little individually wrapped packages in each box, and it was $3.49. So pretty on par with all other kind of like bars and stuff like that.
Yes.
All right, you ready to try it?
Let's do it.
So I have my little I have my little sample size pieces here. I like it.
That's
It's
good.
Very, very chocolatey, which
Yes,
I like.
very-
I love chocolate.
Very chocolatey. You can taste the coconut in there. You can taste the dates. Remember?
It's like a soft consistency. It's like very, very, very soft, pliable, soft, nice little bar. But
Almost like a brownie.
all right, so we're back after a brief dog interruption. Oliver. But yeah, I like these and their other peanuts go on a date or something like that, whatever they are. Just because I like anything that has a simple list of ingredients that are really, you know exactly what's in it. Yeah, it's not exactly what you normally would eat. It's a little more processed than being like completely whole food, kind of like, I don't know, whatever. But if you just need a little extra treat or a little snack for the road sometimes, I'd rather have this than have like a freaking, Hershey bar.
True.
I think it's good.
Yep.
I think I like the other ones, the peanut date one's a little better.
I can see that. I like these quite a bit though. I like the coconut.
Up next, I picked up this 100% ginger drink mix because I just thought it looked interesting.
Yeah.
It's literally just ginger powder. It's got 60 calories for one packet. It says, in some cultures, ginger is revered.
Revered.
Take two. In some cultures, ginger is revered. At Trader Joe's, it's revered as delicious. So delicious, in fact, that ginger powder is the sole ingredient in this drink mix. We take fresh ginger grown in northern Thailand, which is known to be a bit sweet, and instead of subjecting it to a long, hot dehydration process, we use spray dry technology to transform it into a powder. Powder, not power, powder.
Keep going.
Instead of overwhelmingly earthiness, you get a delicate, easy dissolving powder with concentrated ginger flavor.
Nice.
And so you're supposed to dissolve one packet into 12 ounces of hot water and then stir to dissolve. Or you can do cold. You can pour one packet into a cold bottle of water and replace the cap and shake it until it is blended. So I have a bottle of cold water here.
Yay.
And a packet just for you. So good luck. Now this one's already done and hot and everything. Smells like ginger. It's not really hot though. It needs to be heated up. Please, will you heat it up for me? Ooh, oh. Is it going in? I guess I probably should have left a little bit of room for the ginger powder. Oh God, don't make a...
There.
Wow. Okay.
That's super cool. Because it's just like slowly dissolving and falling down to the
Why
bottom.
don't you pop that one in the microwave? All right, and we're back.
Now that's good and hot.
Now that's hot. I'm gonna give it another stir. That might need another shake or so.
Mostly dissolved.
Alrighty, so we're gonna try it both hot and cold because obviously we wanna do a thorough testing. But while we wait for that to get finished, let's go ahead and go through the price. It was $2.99 for a box with 7 packets. So.
Got it. All right, that should be good and mixed now.
All right, which one are you gonna try first?
Let's do hot first.
Okay. Smells like ginger.
Does smell like ginger.
Tastes like ginger. Ooh, spicy. Spicy, spicy.
Yeah, it's a lot of spice.
Got a kick to it, but I could drink that. I could get used to that. Isn't ginger supposed to be like really good for you?
Yeah.
Like what's so good about it?
Just lots of different cool things about it that do really well for the body. I would probably take that and maybe throw in a bit of lemon juice and you know, yeah, make it a little bit more like that, or maybe mix it in with something else like I'm not entirely sure. It would probably be good if you mixed it in with you did like a smoothie and you just poured that stuff in there instead of using like fresh ginger.
Sure. Isn't ginger supposed to help you with like, why do they make those ginger candies?
Seasickness.
Like
Yeah, nausea.
seasickness,
Yeah,
so.
it actually works really well for that kind of stuff.
So.
Yeah.
No, this is a little intense. It's a little too hot. It needs to be a little bit less warm. But let's try the cold one.
Spicy water. Tastes like spicy water. It honestly it's like the barest hint of ginger to me, and maybe that's just because I drank that one. But it's good. It's just like I think it needs more of like a pop of that ginger sort of flavor.
I don't know if it's like. See, the thing is, I don't know if it's meant to be tasting good or just it's one of those things you just drink because you know it's good for you. So you're like, I'm just going to drink it. It's not unbearable. Like,
yeah,
it's not something that I couldn't drink if I was like, I needed to drink this every morning because it gave me all these benefits or whatever. It's not something that I couldn't drink. But it's also not something that I would go out of my way to buy again, probably, just because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I can think of a couple different uses for it, but it's not something that I would probably get again.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather just take a piece of ginger like we usually do. Like if we do, we don't make smoothies that often, but when we do, we always throw in a little chunk of ginger, and it just adds that nice little spice, balancing out like the sweetness of whatever smoothie kind of you're making.
Yeah.
And it's a really good combination. So I'd probably rather eat ginger that way. But you tell us below, is ginger something you try to get in your diet every single day? If so, then maybe this is the thing for you.
Yeah, why not?
But yeah, did you want to go through and rank these?
Well, I mean, there's not really any way to rank them. They're not
they're
really
all
comparable.
Totally different things, but like, which one would you? Which one?
Jicama Wraps are the most useful.
Yeah.
Ginger being the most useful after that, and then the coconut date chocolate date bars are just coconut chocolate date bars. Flavor-wise, I mean, this is obviously the sweetest and has the most flavor to it.
This one's just jicama.
This one's just jicama, and that one's just ginger. So
I'm trying to think which one would end up being, knowing me, which one would end up being in my cart the most often, probably.
Oh, that's an easy one. So that's that one right there.
This one's probably the one I would be most likely to buy. Although I have been trying to cut back on buying like the Lara bars and all that, kind of like just to have, because those things just, when you just have them around, you just eat them for the sake of eating, and like you don't really, like they don't really make you full or anything like that. But I would say, just because I'm trying to avoid buying that stuff, this one definitely is the one I would probably buy the most. But because I'm trying to avoid buying that kind of stuff, I would say the Jicama Wraps are something that would be just a fun little, sometimes we try to make like a fancy little date meal at home, and I think that would be just like the perfect little kind of recreation of going out to a fancy restaurant, and we can make it at home.
Yeah. I would say, just like I said before, usefulness wise, like, even with this, like, I mean, I think that I can go and get jicama. Mm-hmm. I've got a mandolin slicer. Mm-hmm. Like, I can just make my own, if I wanted to. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like, why would I necessarily buy that?
Yeah.
For the ginger powder, I was like, I think I'd prefer just to use regular ginger for whatever it is that I'm doing, because I'm not really a ginger water or, kind of person. And this doesn't do anything for me anyway, because I don't really care for chocolate. And you know me, like I'd rather eat a piece of fruit or something like that. That's more you than it is me. So I mean, all in all, these are all good, but I don't think I would. I mean, I could go the rest of my life without ever having these again, because, like I said, I can just make those.
So I might have also bought one more thing.
Of course you did. What'd you get?
Well.
Yes.
I got some chocolate. Remember how I said I was trying to stop buying that kind of stuff? Well, this is even worse. So these are organic almond beverage chocolate bars, which people were really confused. I saw from some people on Instagram, and you were confused too. When you looked at this, you thought it was some kind of hot chocolate mix. The reason it's called organic almond beverage chocolate bar is because it uses almond milk, which instead of almond milk, they call it almond beverage because of that whole like. Yeah,
there are certain states that have banned the use of the word milk, just like there are certain states that have banned the use of the word meat.
Yes.
For anything that isn't an animal product.
So I think like preemptively, even before they did this, I think, a few years ago when it was that big discussion, and they were just like, we're just going to call it almond beverage, and then we won't have any issues. So that's why it's called that. So the ingredients are organic cocoa butter, organic cane sugar, organic cocoa beans, organic almond beverage, organic sunflower lecithin.
Lecithin.
Oh, see, I don't know how to pronounce things. Lecithin,
yes,
which is an emulsifier.
Yes.
It says sea salt and organic ground vanilla beans.
Yes.
So it does have sugar, and we always try to avoid it. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst chocolate you could go for. And this whole package, which if you see on the little close up, we'll show you, it's like 4 by 4. It's like, is it 4? Yeah, it's 16 squares. So the whole package is 420 calories. Yes, I have some samples. Of course I have samples.
Chocolate.
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 So yes, each little piece I like to let it melt in my mouth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's got some, like, pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think those are almonds?
Probably. Or maybe not almond, but maybe parts of vanilla. I don't know. It's really good. It's very smooth. It's sweet. It's, you know, got a little bit of a bite to it. It melts very nicely. All in all, it's a good piece of chocolate. Once again, not something I would actually buy.
Yeah. It says as smooth and creamy as milk chocolate, but made non-dairy with almond beverage. So yes, they are vegan. And oh, how much did this cost? This was $2.99 for the entire bag. I do like the bag because it reseals, and you can actually just snap it into the pieces while it's in the bag. Like I can feel the lines, and it's very easy to like snap into the pieces, so you don't have to worry about like. Sometimes some of the vegan chocolate bars are really hard to break apart. So now it's all in little pieces, so I don't have to worry about like pulling the whole thing out and all that, you know, just convenience wise. But yes, this isn't something really that, you know, it's a very like rare and appropriate type thing that we will keep on hand. Probably never, because I'll eat the whole thing in one shot.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's not something we should keep in the house.
That's not something that I should be keeping in here, because the problem is I would start out saying, I'll eat one piece, and then
8 pieces later.
Yeah. But anyway, we're trying it just for you.
If you have a chocolate problem, remember, don't keep chocolate in the house. But
That was fun.
That was a good little
like
trial of these different things. I like that.
It's a nice little variety, I think.
Yes. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and also you can find us on social media, Facebook and Instagram. Plus, you can like and share the video. Maybe somebody out there in Trader Joe's headquarters is like, hey, I like those Croc people. And then they can share it to like the Trader Joe's social media stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, that's all I got.
That's definitely all I got.
We will see you next time on Crocs in the Kitchen. Bye.
Did you know Peef got his pumpkins at Trader Joe's?
No.